related news, more huge announcements coming from the Archdiocese of Agana. Not only was Monsignor James Beneventi cleared of wrongdoing, he's now in charge of church assets. Meanwhile, Archbishop Hon is demanding that the Catholic Cemeteries Board resign in light of what they call baseless allegations made against Monsignor James following his vindication last Friday. Here's more. Archbishop Savio Hon Tai-Phi held a news conference today to make some major announcements. He was present and sat in the chairs behind the podium, but it was his delegate, Father Jeff St. Nicholas, who made the statements.
We have asked, or are going to ask, all board members of the Catholic cemeteries who supported or vetoed or who supported or voted for the resolution and for its release to the public to immediately resign.
The demand for resignation comes after the board of the Catholic Cemeteries of the Archdiocese of Agana issued a board resolution to file a complaint against Monsignor James Beneventi for allegedly misusing church money for his 20th anniversary dinner back in 2014. The board resolution, along with copies of the checks and receipt for the reimbursement, were sent to the GUAM Police Department and the Attorney General's office. It was also issued to the public by Attorney Jackie Terlahi, who represents Archbishop Anthony Apparon, just moments after a Friday press conference in which Monsignor James was cleared of any wrongdoing.
We have also discovered that the resolution was not by unanimous consent by all board members, contrary to the certified statement by Attorney Jackie Terlahi. Number 3, there was no meeting of the board on September 30th. Thus, the resolution adopted is invalid.
The board resolution offered by Attorney Terlahi states that Monsignor James had used over $13,000 in church money to pay for his 20th anniversary dinner back in 2014, when Monsignor James was a director of the Catholic cemeteries. The funds were eventually paid back.
The previous board of directors had approved the advancement of the funds, and thus the advancement was proper and authorized. The Archdiocese apologizes to Monsignor James Beneventi and his family for again having to undergo the sting and pain of baseless allegations.
Meanwhile, the Archdiocese also made 2 appointments today. The first is for Father Jeff St. Nicholas to reconstitute the Archdiocesan Finance Council. There are currently only 3 members in the council, and Father Jeff says he would like to restore the council to at least 7 members. Monsignor James, just a day after he was cleared of financial misconduct, was appointed the Apostolic Administrator of Church Patrimony.
Our church patrimony is the church's term to talk about the assets, including property and things like that, to assess this and to see what is our position here in terms of our ability to liquidate if necessary or borrow against and all those kind of financial decisions in order to create the loan. And so those kind of questions require expertise. Monsignor James has, in terms of representing the Archbishop, is the best suited for this position, and that's why he was chosen.
Monsignor James says he will continue to serve as pastor of St. Anthony Church.